A Pennsylvania mother charged in connection with the death of her 3-year-old daughter has been indicted by a Penobscot County grand jury. 40-year-old Kelly Brown is now charged with depraved indifference, murder, and aggravated cruelty to animals. Brown made her first court appearance on August 11th, where she was formally charged with manslaughter. Court records show that Brown parked her car at the Milford Freshies parking lot on August 9th when she left her 3-year-old daughter Fiona and her small dog inside the car. Authorities say early indications are the girl's death was likely attributed to the heat, according to the deputy chief medical examiner. The dog was also found dead inside the car. Court records also indicate Brown disappeared for hours. Family claims she was exhibiting strange behavior for weeks prior, with Brown saying she saw spirits. Brown remains at the Penobscot County Jail.